Good evening, Sumner. I'm David Kurz.
And I'm Courtney Cassell, and this is your Weekend Connection. The city of Bonnie Lake calls for all local artists to paint a mural on one or more sides of the Allen York Park restroom on West Taps Highway. All submissions will be evaluated and ranked by the members of the Bonnie Lake Arts Commission. Please submit information to Gary Leaf. The submission deadline is June 20th. The expected award date is July 1st, and the expected completion date is August 31st.
Just this morning at 3 a.m., a 6.7 magnitude earthquake occurred just southwest of the coast of Alaska. There are no reported casualties or large damage. Washington and other nearby coasts, however, may experience irregular waves later today. Now we will turn it over to Ben, and he's going to give us our report.
Very interesting, David. Another week has gone by here at Sumner High School. There are 2.5 more weeks of school left until summer break. Above the Influence Club, Mud Club, and Random Acts of Kindness Club with the Gay Straight Alliance, all here at Sumner High School, are hosting Pajama Movie Night today, May 29th. It will be held from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock p.m. in the gym and band room. The movies that will be shown are Big Hero 6 and How to Train Your Dragon 2. Popcorn will be provided, but a slice of pizza will cost only $1. Next year's Associated Student Body Officers were recently inducted into office. Many will be taking on the roles of their classmates who are graduating this year. They will be in charge of managing, hosting all school activities and events next school year. I'm Benjamin Morwick. This has been the SHS Minute on your Weekend Connection. Back to you.
Thank you, Ben. For those living on the Lake Taps that is, and are worried about the drought, don't worry too much anymore. Senator Pam Roach is working to save the Lake Taps from this year's drought. Roach learned from the State Department of Ecology that the lake cannot legally be filled, putting its economically important fishery at even more risk. I do believe it's possible to get enough additional water into the lake to save the fish, but it will take some creative thinking and a lot of cooperation, states Roach. Now you switch it over to Say with national news.
Saturday through Tuesday, Oklahoma and Texas were hit by a series of severe storms causing flooding and other damage. At least 35 people have been reported dead, while others are still missing. Those who have been affected are already beginning to recover. This week, President Obama visited Miami. The visit lasted less than 24 hours. While there, the president raised millions of dollars for his party, toured the National Hurricane Center, paid tribute to Cuban Americans, showed support for victims of terrorism, advocated action on climate change, and defended his trade policy. On Sunday, the Senate will be discussing whether or not they will let the Patriot Act surveillance powers expire on Monday. Senators in support of the Patriot Act say that any lapse in the program would allow attacks on the U.S. Those in opposition to continuing the act say that the bill is a danger to the privacy and the lives of Americans. That's all for today, folks. My name is Saifullah Penick. Thank you, and have a great day. Back to you.
Thank you, Say. Now we're going to turn it over to Evan for our international news.
In India, a deadly heat wave has claimed over 1,800 lives, according to the Los Angeles Times. Most of the deaths have occurred in the eastern coastal states. The India Meteorological Department says that the heat wave has been the most severe stretch recorded in a decade. Now back to you.
Thank you. Recently, world-renowned Harvard professor Daniel Jacob flew to the UW to give a public lecture regarding the nationwide mercury poisoning that affects oceans and people from the Texas coast to the Puget Sound. If you would like to learn more about his studies and the mercury levels in your area, please visit the UW webpage.
Congrats to those choir students here at Sumner who made it into the 2015-2016 Choir Council. This student-run council consists of students helping Sumner's high choral program and making it more fun. Claire Selmer takes the president spot for her senior year. I will be taking vice president for my junior year. Maddie Laskowski taking secretary for her senior year. Ellie Klemko and Sammy Wilson will be co-treasurers for both their senior years. Marcus Flesher taking fundraising coordinator for his senior year, Kenzie Martin with public relations her senior year, Abby Stowell with next year's historian for her junior year, and lastly, Jessica Fernstall with next year's librarian. Congrats to the 15-16 Sumner High Choir Council. The SHS Singing Sparks also invite you to their last concert of the year on Thursday, June 4th. It will consist of pop songs, dancing, and awards. Now you'll switch it over to weather with Patty.
Thanks, guys. Well, we do cool off to a low of 52 tonight, and with some sunny skies. So if you want to sit out on your porch or something, it's a great night to do that, because the sun does continue for the weekend, and we do have something really good to look forward to, because it'll be a high of 77, so not too hot, and then a low of 52 for that evening with some sunny skies for Saturday. But then Sunday, the clouds do move in with another high of 77, and then back to a low of 56, and then the rain moving in on Monday and Tuesday and getting us back into the 60s. So enjoy the sunshine this weekend, because it's here to stay for a couple days, but it'll be gone soon. Back to you.
That's all for this Friday. With that, I'm David Kurz.
And I'm Courtney Cassell, and this has been Your Week in Connection.